Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. So, Amazon package. As always, I love shopping on Amazon, especially for just different things that I want to review, check out, whatever. So I want to try out a different HD antenna. So check this out. These things for under 50 bucks. I want to say you can actually get this for like, with a coupon for like 20 bucks, 24 bucks, something like that. It's like really inexpensive, but it's really worth it for all the stuff that you get. It's worth it. So if you have like cable TV, I don't. I cut the cord a long time ago. I only have Verizon Vios, which is like, I'm paying like $70 a month for their high-end service. So I turn the TV on and there's nothing. Like I have it already set to over the air because I tried out a different TV antenna before. But as you see, I have no cable TV right now. So the benefits of one of these, I'll show you how to set it up. It's really easy. You basically unbox it and it comes with a bunch of stuff. So it comes with your antenna, which I can unwrap the plastic so it looks nice and sleek. I love the design of this one. That's kind of what drew me to it. It also has a built-in interference. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with free television is basically kind of like your radio station where there's just broadcast a signal and whatever has an antenna to receive it can receive it. So they make HD TV now where they're broadcasted all over the US, all over the world. So you get free channels if you have one of these and it receives it. It's kind of like the cheat code to having free television, especially if you want all your local news, weather, stuff like that. It comes in handy for like, you know, under 50 bucks. This is actually, I want to say like under 30 bucks. So if you check it out, you have your long range, short range. So depending on the signal strength and depending on what channels you want, the better quality, lower quality, whatever. It has your USB port, which most modern day TVs have a power supply for it. But you can also plug this into a wall outlet USB port. If you have a USB like adapter, you can plug it into that as well. Then you have the actual cable. I don't know if you still have this type of cable in your house or not. Most houses still have, you know, these suited, even new houses built have cable for, you know, Comcast and other, you know, service providers that I haven't used in years because, well, why bother? I can get free TV or I can watch those channels on the internet. Now, it also has different ways to mount. So you have the screws here. You also have a sticky type adhesive so you can mount it. You can also sit it on just sit it on like a counter or like ledge or next to the TV, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect this and show you what channels this gets. So I'm gonna take you over to the other camera and let's show you a close-up of it. Much older Samsung TV. So you can see I can just put it in any one of the USB ports, slide it in there, and that'll provide power to it. Then the antenna. Make sure this is screwed all the way in, like hand tight as you can get it with your fingers. But you know, you don't want to over tighten it because you want to be able to get it off at some point. But as long as it's like in there enough that it's not turning anymore, so that way it's got a strong connection to it. I'm gonna put it on long range just to test it out. So I probably should wash the TV screen, but you know, we barely use this TV screen. I need to clean it off here in a little bit. But I want to do this quick video, so check it out. I already have channels, and that's high definition, like
in New York, where Mayor Julie.
You can see where I'm from, world news, TV. See tons of different channels. So one of the things that you got to do is basically on whatever your TV is. You need to go to the menu, which I'm trying to remember on this remote. You go to the menu, and then down here
quality of life.
You're gonna have
Dealing with some of the small things. This is really
the
common
system.
sense. Criminals cause crime. Police officers
Or-
can't act on criminals.
or-
If you arrest them, take them off the streets, and if you patrol effectively,
Channels.
more important,
See how in channels
committing crime.
you have your antenna? You have to make sure you select what type of antenna, cable or air. So mine's air. And then when you go auto program, you click auto. What's gonna do, as soon as you hit start,
I was drinking a beer. What you in here?
see how I selected air?
What you in here, y'all?
Now it's gonna go through and it's gonna scan the airways and it's gonna see all the channels that it can find, and then it's gonna go ahead and use those channels. What I like about this specific TV antenna is it actually scans and tries to block out any other interference. As you see, I have a wireless router right next to the TV. So that wireless router is giving off interference, radio signals. So it could interfere with that antenna in its channels, and vice versa, it could interfere with your wireless router. Both should have an ability to ignore those frequencies and basically block them out. Like, hey, this isn't a TV channel, I want to ignore it, don't let it interfere. And that's kind of how this works. So as you can see, I already have 33 channels found, just like that. And it's not even in the window. And I'm in a rural area, so or not rural, residential area. So I live a bunch of townhouses, houses, apartment building is only a few blocks away from me. So there's a lot of interference for TV signal, yet.
I understand feelings of frustration and fear and anger.
And then turn off the menu.
People exploit that.
Turn off the menu. I don't know how well you can see this. It's a little blurry, like staticky a little bit. This one has a little bit of mirroring.
Maybe you can play the...
This looks a lot better. But you kind of get the idea. Like, here's the news in Ohio, Pennsylvania. I feel really bad. But you get the idea. There's a lot of different channels you can sit there and walk through. Look at the clear. That's crystal clear. So every channel is going to have a different little bit of quality. This one looks good too. So it depends. Like every channel, it depends on how well the signal is. So if I put the antenna in the window, if I put it to long range, or play around with short range, see if I get better or worse signal. And that's just literally a flip of the switch. That went to short range. As you saw, it went a little bit less clear. Go to long range, it kind of cleared up a little bit better. So it just depends on the signal strength and how you want it and where the signal is. I would say in most cases you're probably actually going to have it as long range as opposed to short, but you have to test it and play with it. But that's the benefits of having something that you can play around with, the signal strength, put where you want in the house. I mean, it has a really long cable, so I mean you can mount it on the outside of your house. It's indoor, outdoor use, so it really depends on how you want to do it. But this thing is freaking really cool, really simple, really easy to install, as you saw. And there's nothing to it. I mean, they're all not all inexpensive, but why pay a ton of money, like $100? There's some that are like a couple $100 or $100, and why? I mean, I don't see them really providing that much better of a quality unless you really want really high, perfect signal, perfect quality. And even then, I mean, it's all on receiving the signal in as opposed to, because you're not sending the signal out. So that said, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and check out all my other YouTube videos and reviews, and I have tons of stuff on my cars and other stuff. And take care. Bye. Comment below what you think. Do you own this or do you own a different antenna? Love to hear about it. Maybe I'll try some other ones. Bye.